You need to shut the fuck up.
Hey, motherfuckers. This is Minx. Suck my balls.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
put on your uniform right,
Expert Action Badge.
show up to work on time,
Expert Action Badge.
qualify on your weapon,
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
find your guide on.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your noble warrior task and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action. The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio. Action Badge.
This is Randy Couture, and you're listening to WTF Nation Radio.
Hey.
I switched your picture up.
Oh, okay.
It's the one where you're looking like wide-eyed as fuck.
Oh yeah, I was in the Shenandoah Mountains when that picture was taken of me.
That one. What?
I didn't realize someone was taking pictures of me. I turned around and they just caught me in the surprise mode.
Yeah, no, that's the one. That's tonight's picture.
Oh, lovely.
You're welcome. How have you been, dude? I haven't talked to you since, Tuesday.
Same old, same old. You know, I live a very boring life.
I know, right? God, do something.
I don't like to do, I don't people much.
Ugh, God, that's true. We are joined by a very special guest, best stepdad ever, Cause.
Good evening. What's happening, infidels?
No, not much. So you're totally going to be our DD, right? For when Kate Mannion comes down, right?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
Hashtag Bucky's Beer Crawl.
That was such a good interview.
Oh, my God. The Beaver Nugs. We got to get some. True story. It needs to happen. It does. Oh my goodness. It was a really fun interview. It totally felt like it was just, talking with my friend. It was a good time. And I've never met the chick before.
No, you guys talked like you've been buds for years.
No. Never met her, never talked to her before. No.
The first time I heard of her is when I think Jose posted something about her shaving the chevron in her vag hairs.
Yeah, I think that's how Mom and Spanky found her, was through Jose. So there we go. And I think that's how we got her on, is through Jose. So thanks a lot, you dirty fucking illegal. Oh, we'll get to that in a little bit. But
I know where you're going with this.
Oh, today is National Pizza Day, and my roommate and I totally celebrated. So Siren and I are roommates, right? Oh, gonna sneeze. And so I commented on the main page, and I, because the main page had shared a thing celebrate Pizza Day. It's like, yes, right? Who doesn't enjoy pizza and beer? And so it's like, Siren, we have to celebrate. Like, we can push spaghetti to tomorrow night, right? Because I was going to make spaghetti tonight. And she's like, yes. And so then I messaged her privately. I was like, hey, you pick up beer, I'll order pizza. And she's like, I was just going to message you the same thing. And I was like, oh, we're like married, but we're not, right? Well, anyways, so I ordered from Domino's and I was so upset. And because I ordered the buffalo chicken pizza, right? And so in theory, it was supposed to come with buffalo sauce, like smothered.
You'd think, yeah.
Like smothered in buffalo sauce. And my pizza gets here, and it was in fact not smothered in buffalo sauce. In fact, there was 0 buffalo sauce on my buffalo chicken pizza.
That's a key ingredient, don't you think?
Right? Yeah. So I did something tonight that I've literally, like, I've never done this before in my life, and that was like complained to the company. Like, I'm not that person. Like, normally I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I understand, like, they might be busy because, again, it's National Pizza Day. But at the same time, it's goddamn National Pizza Day, and my goddamn pizza had better be right on National Pizza Day. Right? Yeah. And so I got a little fired up. And I was already fired up because, like, fucking Twitter put me in goddamn Twitter jail, and we'll touch on that in a little bit. fucking
dude, it's not 10 after the hour and you're already triggered like twice.
I know, it's great. Oh, it's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night. Hello, weapons of meme destruction.
Hello.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that emotional support hamster too. Don't you guys worry. So this fucking pizza. So I go onto the Domino's like main page and I leave a comment with a fucking picture, and I was like, hey you guys, so I ordered a pizza today, and I took a picture of like what the order was, like off of the side of the box. And I was like, so this is what I ordered, and I get my pizza, and there was something missing from my pizza, and I'll leave a photo of it in the comments. And so I left a comment of like a photo comment of my pizza, and I was like, something's missing. And Domino's, bless their heart, commented back. They're like, this is unacceptable. Like, this shouldn't have happened. Like, please contact us. Like, we'll fix this. And I'm like, all right. So by the time that happened, though, it's getting close to showtime. So I'll probably contact them tomorrow. But I've never done that before. Like, I'm not one to be like a squeaky wheel, Like, I normally just take things like that in stride and be like, because, I have hot sauce. I have buffalo sauce in my fucking house. So, it's fucking too easy to go grab Texas Pete's and be like, doot, 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 and like, problem solved. But god damn it, it's National Pizza Day.
I've been the squeaky wheel once. It was against Arby's. It's not that I wasn't really complaining. I was just like, come on, guys, you can do better than this. Because I ordered, it was right around Thanksgiving time when they had the that fresh sliced turkey sandwich. And I had it 1 or 2 times prior to that. But this particular time, I took the cover off, the bun off, and there was 2 tomatoes, this humongous piece of lettuce, and like a slice of turkey.
Ew.
So I took a picture of it, and then I took a picture of what the advertisement says.
Yeah.
And I said, now, I tweeted it to Arby's. I said, guess which one I ordered. And there was like hardly any turkey, and then a big mountain of turkey on the one that's on the advertisement. And they got in contact with me, and I answered them, and they ended up giving I ended up getting like a free coupons for sandwiches and meals and stuff.
Yeah.
They kind of have to do that. I mean, because there are your social justice warriors out there that'll do that, and there's people that's their job is to keep everybody happy.
Right.
That's got to be a shitty job too, because people complain a lot. I hate to complain.
I do too, and exactly, like I've worked in like customer service, like it's retail, but still it's like customer service. So I I've had to deal with these fucking people. Like I've had to deal with people complaining before, and it sucks. And so I don't want to be that person. Like, when I become a mom, I refuse to be fucking Karen. I refuse to be Karen. And everyone knows. Karen. Everyone knows a Karen. She's got that fucking dykey haircut. And she's got that fake tan going on. And she's got those oversized fucking bug-eyed sunglasses. And she's got her lips fucking pursed, like, looking like she's like either trying to pinch off a shit or like sucked it, like, I don't know, suck something down like through her fucking teeth or something. I don't fucking know. Either way, she's always looked like 1 second away from asking for somebody's manager. Like, I refuse to be Karen. And if you guys don't know who Karen is, you're fucking Karen. Like, that's how it fucking works. But yeah, yeah. But exactly, Dale, you don't fucking mess with a woman and her pizza. Like, especially a woman who likes to eat, goddammit. Fuck.
So rather than pizza, you guys just slammed all that beer and now you're here for the show?
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. I still have my beer and I still have my pizza. I almost didn't have beer either. Siren dropped it.
Oh. Ooh, it was a 12-pack of Shiner?
Yeah. Apparently the handle broke.
Whoops.
And it fell. And apparently everyone's like,
Alcohol abuse.
yeah, that's exactly. I was not there when that happened. She picked it up on her way home from work today. She made a point to tell me though on her way into the house, like from the garage, she stopped by my room and she's like, so when I was buying the drinks, don't get mad, but and I was like, what just happened? And I was like, I'm confused. Did you get beer for me or not? And she's like, no, I got it. I was like, okay, it's still there. We're still good. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
Is she still active?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's still active. I was gonna say, you've met her.
Oh yeah, I have.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if she ETS'd and moved down or if she
Nope.
PCS'd.
Nope. She PCS'd. But yeah, okay, so motherfucking Twitter. So basically what had happened was, okay, so I have I've had Twitter maybe 2, possibly 3 weeks now.
You're really good at it.
Like when I remember to do anything with it. I've already been on Twitter timeout for 12 hours, and it was the longest 12 hours I think I've ever been on, or like been witness to. Like the flight to fucking Afghanistan was not as long as my Twitter timeout because I kept getting fucking notifications of shit that was going on and I couldn't fucking respond. And I'm like, well, if this isn't the biggest goddamn tease in my goddamn life, like, this is bullshit. Like, if I'm going to be on timeout, don't give me these notifications, right? Like, why you got to tease me like this? Funny. Like, you know, talk about honey dicking. And, like, and you know, and if anyone knows about honey dicking, it's going to be me. Like, you know, that was my fucking nickname back when, like, this station first started. So, like, I don't, I know about that. Like, I know about fucking being a tease. Fuck you, Twitter. But yeah. So,
what did you say?
So basically what had happened was this chick whose name was something along the lines of like beluga whale. I don't know. It wasn't really beluga whale, but it was close enough to it. So
we can just call her Karen.
No, she's not good enough for Karen.
Wow.
So we're gonna go with beluga. I think her last name was White. So beluga White. She had commented on something, and then the radio, WTF Nation Radio, commented on, like, you know, responded to her, and like during this whole exchange, I'm just over here like eating popcorn, like this is amazing, right? Like this is awesome, and then this hooker fucking self admits to, like, you know, I think I think it was Flash Flash is normally the one who's fucking firing our Twitter guns. And I think he told her to go eat a Tide Pod or like asked her if she had eaten any recently. And, she self-admitted to eating some. And she's like, I eat them all the time. And he was like, holy fuck. He was like, what? Like, keep it from breeding. And so that's what I said. I made one comment, right? One comment. I replied once to this whole fucking thread. And I might have shouted it in that I said it in all caps, but I was like, kill it with fire. And then I put it in a hashtag. I was like, she must be a feminist. Because Beluga White, she looked hideous, right? And like, let's face it, 99.99999% of feminists are just fucking hideous to look at. Like, they just do not take care of themselves at all. And like, and then on top of that, she had this ugly, like, pixie bowl cut, weird hair thingy.
Was it blue hair?
No, I don't even know, because she had this like black and white but like brown toned like picture. I don't know. It's fucking ugly. It was weird. What's that? What's it called? Like sepia tone? I don't fucking know.
No, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, it was fucking hideous, and it's terrible. Exactly, Dale. Total Hillary supporter. Like, if not a fucking Bernie supporter, right? And so yeah, so I said, like, kill it with fire. Like, hashtag she must be a feminist. I thought everybody knew that she was a feminist. Like, I didn't think I was spouting off information that nobody fucking knew. And I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But apparently, labeling somebody a feminist on Twitter will get you a 12-hour ban.
Good.
Ooh.
At least it's either that or saying, kill it with fire. One of those two statements. I'm not really sure which one it was.
That she laid the troll bait down and you bit at it.
Dude, it was so good though. Because I'm just like, what? Like, it was just so entertaining to watch, because then this hooker like blocked everybody that dealt with like WTF Nation.
Blocked me yet. I'm looking for her right now.
Everybody that has to do with WTF Nation. And then on top of that, Flash reported Beluga White and got some of her shit, got her fucking thrown in Twitter timeout too.
Were you in adjoining cells?
I don't know if we were in adjoining cells, but I kind of hope so, just so I could like poke her with a stick or something. But yeah, seriously, like, I tried logging into Twitter, like, I opened my fucking Twitter app on my phone because I was like, oh, new notification, let's see what this says. And it was like, oh, you need to delete this tweet. And I was like, what and why? Like, all I did was call this chick a fucking feminist. Like, I thought she knew. Like, my bad. Nope. So I was like, all right, fine. So I fucking deleted it. And then they're like, congratulations, you're in Twitter jail. And I was like, what? This is bullshit.
So they waited till you got on there and deleted the tweet and then put you in jail?
Yes. You had to
So you could have just not deleted it and just been like, okay, fine.
No, I didn't have a choice. I had to delete that tweet. I did not have a choice. I couldn't like go around it in any way. I had no choice but to delete the tweet or exit completely out of the app. And then timeout started as like after you deleted the tweet. So my 12 hours started after I pushed the delete. And then they're like, congratulations, you're on Twitter timeout for 12 hours. I'm like, well, this punishment does not fit the crime. This is some bullshit. And then I wanted to really throw a tantrum and complain about it on Twitter, but I was unable to tweet. So I went to Facebook instead. And I posted it all over Facebook.
You need to get you a burner Twitter account.
I know, right? This is the bullshit! Minx 2.0. I only use this account for when my original account is on lockdown.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. I was a naughty minx.
Oh well.
Oh well. Fuck it. Have you been naughty recently, Pookie?
And if anybody wants to catch up with Minx and see what she's up to, there's her Twitter, her Twitter thingy.
Oh, thanks, stepdad. Right? Hell yeah, there's my Twitter. I get on there every so often. I don't know what I'm doing on there. I normally just banter back and forth, or I try to. Every so often I'm fucking witty. It's hit or miss, though. I'll be honest. It's hit or miss. Yeah.
Are you friends with Godzilla?
I am. I have a feeling I know who Godzilla is, though. I think it might be one of my co-hosts.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not. Of course not.
Even Godzilla had enjoyed pizza today.
Right? He did. Do it, Dale. Go troll me. Do it. I love interacting with you guys on friggin' my Twitter or my fucking Facebook. My Minx book. I do. I really do enjoy interacting with you guys. It distracts me from, the... What's the right word? The desolate emptiness that is like my real life.
I thought you were going to say the desolation of smog.
Almost. Smoag. It's Smoag, by the way.
Okay.
Dude, Dale, I don't even know how to Twitter either. Like, I just fucking... I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, Joe's gonna fire mission looking for Beluga White. Dude, that's not even like her real name. Hold on. This is gonna be her real name. Wait for it. Wait. I screenshotted this shit. Hold on.
I'm looking for your screenshot. You've probably got it closer than I do.
Well, it's on my Minx page. Oh, wait. Wait for it. Oh, there it is. This is probably why she won. This is how you know she's a goddamn feminist, right? Her name is @Belgie House. So yeah. capital BELGIE, capital HAUS.
Belgie House.
Belgie House. Like, honestly, that's all I did. I said, kill it with fire. She's a feminist. Fucking, I thought people fucking knew. I don't understand what
You better be careful on that Twitter. You'll wind up getting shadow banned and not even realize it.
Ugh, I know, right? What the fuck is shadow banned?
I watched that video today. I don't buy it.
I don't know. I see it. It was happening a lot on Instagram. So, I don't know. They just pretty much pseudo ban you, but they like drop who can see your posts pretty much.
Pseudo ban you?
Yeah, you're like kind of banned, but you don't realize it, and you just post, but no one sees your posts.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so Casey, my aggression towards feminists. Let's see, my aggression towards feminists. Why am I aggressive towards feminists? Okay, so let's clarify this. So I am aggressive towards modern day feminists because they're not looking for equality. They are looking for man-hating, and they are looking for taking away men's rights. they are looking to making men inferior, even though women already have more rights than men. When in reality, we should be actually looking to make men more equal to women. So, yeah. That's why I am so aggressive towards modern day feminists.
I'm hearing a potential re somewhere.
Hmm?
You know, I say re.
What?
I say this all the time. You know, like that little dude that's got his hands up in the air. He's like re autistic screaming.
Oh, autistic screeching? Eee!
You just triggered a shit ton of people.
I hope so. I fucking hope so. I want people to get fucking triggered. Because that's
that's my sole purpose in life these days.
I mean, that sparks debate, and that's how you get to, like, you know, that sparks communication, and that's how you fucking, you know, get to know each other better.
Oh, Beluga House has a nice dog.
My dogs just went nuts over that noise. You're welcome, Joe. Hello, Jonathan. Oh, yeah, and hello, everybody over in Mixer and everything. Hello, everybody over in YouTube. Hello, everybody watching. Okay, so apparently some chick, okay, so we know, we heard that story, not too long ago of a chick who tried to bring an emotional support peacock onto a plane. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, allegedly, some chick decided to bring an emotional support hamster on a plane. Which apparently the airline, which is what was it? Spirit Airlines?
Spirit Airlines.
Yes, Spirit.
Yeah, said no. Well, this college student who's 21 apparently could not think of any other options except to flush her fucking emotional support hamster named Pebbles down a toilet. That was her fucking solution. She's in college, and that was her fucking solution. Not stuff Pebbles into her fucking backpack, not stuff her into her fucking bra. But no, let's fucking murder Pebbles. Because I can't see any other way out of this. And it was a dwarf hamster at that.
Poor Pebbles.
Like, honestly, what kind of fucking bitch does that? But yes.
One that's in need of an emotional support hamster.
Oh, God.
She's in need of a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Or a therapist of some kind.
Beline Aldacosi, 21 of Miami. So she's 21. So this hooker is legally able to drive, breed, and vote. Let's all just put that into perspective. And she needs an emotional support hamster to get through college. Let's also just, put that in the file as well. Told the Miami Herald that she contacted Spirit Airlines before her flight from Baltimore to South Florida on November 21st, 2017, regarding traveling with her dwarf hamster Pebbles. Beline claimed the airline told her it was not a problem. However, when the student arrived at the airport, she said the airline refused to let Pebbles on her Pebbles on. Beline said she did not have many options since her family was in Florida and her friends were hours away. Aww. The student claimed a Spirit employee suggested she either flush Pebbles down the toilet or let the animal free. Beline skipped her flight and tried to rent a car instead, but she said she was too young to rent one. So she did what she felt was the most humane choice. She was scared. I was scared. It was horrifying trying to put her in the toilet, Boleen said. I was emotional. I was crying. I sat there for a good 10 minutes crying in the stall. The student said she considered letting Pebbles run free outside but could not bear thinking of her hamster freezing to death or getting hit. I didn't have any
In
other
Miami?
options. No, she was
Like
up in Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
I'm at a loss of words right now.
Exactly, Sean. I need an emotional support drink. Fuck, god damn it. All right,
I need an emotional support tagger.
Right? Shut down the government for Pebbles. Shut down for Pebbles. Yep. No, honestly, fucking stuff him in your fucking hoodie. Ta-da!
You don't. She didn't have a carry-on bag that she could have just kind of like let him chill in while she was fine.
Exactly. Fucking stuff him in your purse. The airline's not gonna fucking check. I didn't have any other options. Are you fucking kidding me? You're in college. You learn how to fucking problem solve. I don't fucking know what to tell you. God damn it. Like,
Did Spirit
the new generation?
Did Spirit say, why they wouldn't allow it? I mean, they allow other things.
Spirit didn't comment.
Unless she's straight up psycho.
Well, she's good looking, so she has to be psycho.
Right, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, she was.
Is that why I'm so fucking crazy?
Dude, probably. I know, I mean, all the really good looking ones, the ones where you're like, God damn, they're fucking crazy. And everyone knows it's true.
That goes both ways, right?
It does. It does. It does. But yeah, so that fucking happened. Ugh.
So do you think Spirit's gonna give her some hush money to just let it ride and she can get another hamster and continue on with her life, or what?
Probably. Sean says on Facebook Live, they said ain't no way we'd tell someone to flush their hamster. Michael, I got an emotional support hand. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
It's just scary. It's just scary. Oh my God, it just freaks me out. This new generation coming out, man.
Right?
It got me scared.
I need emotional support. Everything. Like they're so. Do you think? Do you think the reason why all of these adults, and I use that term very loosely, do you think that this generation of adults needs so many fucking emotional support, whatever, is due to helicopter parenting and not being allowed to fail as children and not being allowed to pick themselves up as children?
Yes.
Definitely.
Definitely yes.
Weird. It's like almost as if parents hovering constantly over their fucking spawn has had adverse reactions. Weird.
I was big on, when my kids were old enough to actually make decisions, let them, if they want to wear whatever, it's going to be 20 fucking degrees. You want to wear a pair, you want to wear a skirt as opposed to a pair of pants to school. Fine. You don't want to bring a lunch to school. Fine. And that only happens once.
Right? They'll fucking learn.
They will learn.
That's how they fucking learn how to problem solve. If fucking mom and dad do everything for them, when they get to the fucking real world, they're not going to fucking know what to do. And then they're going to need an emotional support hamster or an emotional support peacock. Just to fucking make it through a day.
Fucking peacock.
That was a big ass bird too, man. That thing took up a lot of space.
How the fuck does that work?
Oh, just imagine that thing freaking out on a plane now.
Dude, seriously, and peacocks are loud as fuck. Cause peacocks have that they do that one call. How does it go? Like rah, rah. I know, I fucking nailed it right then.
Caw, caw.
Yeah, but it's like rah. But you know, like louder. I watched a lot of Animal Planet growing up, so I'm pretty good with my what's the right word? Imitations.
Bird calls.
Yeah. Watch out, y'all.
Get about 6 or 8 beers in you at a bar, and you'll be doing peacock calls.
Dude, how do you think I get my boyfriend? I start making peacock calls at bars and they just come flocking over.
Right?
Bird pun intended. What?
Like at that, what's that concert hall you go down to watch those country shows?
Which one?
The one that the old white building. Look, it's a really old dance hall.
Oh yeah, that narrows it down.
Well, the one down is it New Braunfels?
I've never been to that one.
Where did you go see Earl Dibbles?
Oh yeah, that's that one. I've only been there once. That was in San Marcos.
San Marcos, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll bet you that peacock call would go over pretty good there.
Oh,
lots of country boys.
Oh yeah, that'll fucking ruffle their feathers.
Nice bird puns there.
I know, right? I'm on a roll. It's so good.
Stop her now.
Oh my god. Exactly.
Yeah, guess what's gonna cross your mind the next time you're out somewhere?
Right? I'm gonna be like, Siren. I'm gonna grab my friend's arm and be like, Siren, watch this.
Oh God.
Oh my god. Yes.
I could just imagine being in a bar and hearing that.
Oh my god. You're gonna turn and be like, Minx?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, seriously, if any of you guys are out at bars and you guys hear that, hey.
We all know who that is.
You all know who that is. You're welcome.
And it won't be weird to you.
Nope.
Like, oh, that's Minx.
Oh my god. So bad.
Dude, it was like 73 degrees up here today.
Yeah, it was like 70 down here, but it was windy as fuck.
It's too early in the year for that shit.
Sucks to suck, nerd.
Yeah, but tomorrow the whole day is supposed to get colder, and then Sunday is supposed to get like rainy and icy and stuff up here.
Right. All right. So allegedly the government shut down last night.
It did?
Allegedly.
For like 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, it did not shut down for very long. Apparently, Grey Cloud still had to send in a letter for furlough, though. He was pissed. He's like, worst government shutdown ever. So President Trump ended the second government shutdown of his tenure early Friday morning, signing a sweeping spending bill hours after Congress backed the bipartisan budget deal that stands to add hundreds of billions of dollars in federal spending on the military, domestic programs, and disaster relief. The 240 to 186 House vote gavelled to a close just after 5:30 a.m., nearly 4 hours after the Senate cleared the legislation to a vote of 71 to 28 with wide bipartisan support. But action did not come soon enough to avoid a brief government shutdown, the second in 3 weeks, thanks to a one-man protest from Senator Rand Paul, who delayed the Senate vote past midnight to mark his opposition to an estimated $320 billion added to the federal budget deficit. Trump tweeted that he signed the bill, officially ending the brief shutdown. Just sign the bill, he wrote. Our military will now be stronger than ever before. We love and need our military and gave them everything, and more. First time this has happened in a long time. Also means jobs, jobs, jobs. The shutdown was so unanticipated that the Office of Management and Budget didn't tell federal agencies to prepare for it until Thursday evening. The closure is likely to end up being brief and having only a slight impact on federal workers and the public. Again, it literally lasted maybe hours. So I doubt anybody really noticed.
Gray Cloud noticed.
Fucking Gray Cloud.
That's fucked up.
How did it affect him? I mean, if it was over and done with by the time he even probably woke up that morning.
Right.
Go to work.
Oh no, sucks having to send memos out and then, for no reason. That sucks.
Right, having to fucking send memos out just to be like, well, have to get back to work now.
I don't know, man. I'm glad that they passed an increased budget as far as the military goes. But I really, 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 really wish they would trim some domestic spending, social spending.
Yeah.
There's some stupid stuff in there.
One thing I'm really, really glad that's not tied into it is DACA.
The wall. Was DACA not even on? It wasn't a line item in there?
Nope.
Good.
What about the wall? Is wall funding in that?
It didn't say, not in the article that I saw. But I just think it's funny that the budget passed after Pelosi fucking tried to filibuster and spoke for 7 goddamn hours on, what was it, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. She spoke for
What did she do? Get up there and chatter her damn dentures for like fucking 8 hours?
Yeah.
Yep.
She wouldn't shut up for 7-8 hours. Like, what the actual fuck were you talking about for that long?
I mean, Nancy Pelosi can't get through a 3-minute interview, and she was up there talking for 7 or 8 hours.
It's ridiculous.
Talking about like what her grandson wished he had dark hair and dark eyes like their cousin Alejandro or some shit like that.
Right? No, his little Mexican friend.
Okay.
She was like, she asked her grandson, like, what'd you wish for on your birthday? And he's like, I want dark hair. Like, I want brown hair and brown eyes. And it made me so proud. It's like, ugh.
Does she know that not all Mexicans have brown hair and brown eyes?
No, because obviously that would imply that she, was not racist. Duh. I mean, obviously, all Mexicans have brown hair and brown eyes. Therefore, all Hispanics have brown hairs and brown eyes. Like, how dare you, sir, imply that there can be blonde, blue-eyed, or green-eyed Hispanics out there? Excuse me.
I apologize. I didn't mean to offend.
Triggered.
Right. Only Republicans can be racist, damn it. Haven't you read the rule book? It's out there. It is interesting, though, isn't it? When, the party that's supposed to be all about inclusion and everything is, like, the most racist out there.
Well, do as I say, not as I do.
Well, I mean, there's that.
You gotta put labels on everything to be able to do that identity politics shit.
That's right. Right, exactly. Brazil, post World War II. Right, exactly. Oh, speaking of like Brazilian, like Adriana Lima, she has blue fucking eyes, and she's Brazilian, and she's fucking gorgeous. Oh my god. Ugh.
Even Tim Kennedy did a his Hunting Hitler took him up through through Brazil and into Central America and into Mexico, and there was a lot of Germans that had landed down there. So that's the blonde hair, blue eyes that has speckled South America and Central America.
Like fucking, and they're, like every culture has, they're, and they've got their blonde hair, blue eyes out there, just like the Afghans. They've got blonde haired, blue eyes out there because when the Russians were, had invaded.
Oh, I thought that was like descendants of Alexander the Great kind of shit.
Well, that too. But fucking genetics are weird. You can't just fucking come out there and say like all fucking Mexicans are brown haired, brown eyes. You can't fucking do that. Like that's racist as fuck. That's like saying all Irish are fucking red haired, brown eyed gingers. It's not true. Like it's not. I mean, it's a fucking stereotype. I should have been a ginger, but, fucking whatever. I said, fuck you, and I'm not.
So you said fuck you to your genetics and chose whatever you wanted to do?
Right, yeah. My complexion, I should have been blonde or ginger. I'm that pale. But no. Yeah. But, whatever. Gingers don't have souls. I completely agree, Michael. I completely agree. It's a very, very good point. So the the DACA kids. So allegedly, some of these DACA dreamer kids are threatening to leave the country if Congress does not reach a DACA deal.
Isn't that the point?
By Felicia.
Solving the problem on their own at that point, huh?
Like, there's the door. I don't know what to tell you. Goodbye. So a group of dreamers, young illegal immigrants, also fighting to stay in the country following the Trump administration's refusal to extend the DACA executive order, say they'll leave the country if the deal is not reached, or to keep them in the country. One, I love how this article is written. Like, I love it. So speaking to CNN, fake news, one of the dreamers, Alex Velez, said, quote, I will leave America as soon as possible, claiming that she would prefer to depart the country on her own terms than wait for the United States to collect and deport her. Again, by Felicia. The theory appears to be that if dreamers suddenly disappear, Americans will notice their absence. Velez and her sister claim they own businesses, pay tuition, and hold jobs, and that America has a duty to keep them here in order to maintain their contributions. The problem is, for the Velez sisters, striking against the United States for refusing to accommodate them isn't a plan with a likely payoff. The pair are undocumented citizens brought over by their parents from Venezuela, and the situation in their home country is rather less than ideal. The United States Congress may be taking its time renewing the DACA Act, but Venezuela is currently crumbling under a dictator. So the theory that they'd return to a more awesome place to show President Trump what he's missing might not pan out. If a comprehensive immigration reform plan is not approved by March, DACA recipients will be allowed to finish out the term of their amnesty contract before being declared illegal. Congress says it's working on a solution, and President Trump has been clear that DACA recipients who overstay will not be targeted for deportation. Yes.
I don't know. I find it funny that they can apply for business license, but they can't go and apply for citizenship.
Right? Weird.
It's odd.
Right? How does that work?
I don't know. It's pretty difficult, that immigration thing. But I've dealt with trying to get a business license before, and that's like pulling teeth sometimes, and depending on what state you're in.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the argument is always, well, you know how expensive it is.
Right? That's the argument I've heard is, do you know how expensive it is to obtain citizenship, or do you know how long it takes to obtain citizenship? Well, the majority of the people in this program are in their 20s and 30s, which means they're adults. They've been here for a while now. Why haven't they fucking started this shit already?
I got in a little bit of a Twitter beef last night and today, because it was a story about this guy from, where was he from? Not Turkey. He was from Jordan.
Are you talking about that professor?
Yeah, he was in the country for almost 40 years, and they sent him packing. They gave he's got like $300 in his pocket, and they sent him back to Jordan.
Good.
And I just said, 40 years is a long damn time to not put in your paperwork. And the argument was, and it was a CNN story, that he had put in his paperwork, but I guess it wasn't complete or something. So he tried to leave the country on his own, but then he was detained and then he was deported.
So he fucked up by not turning in or not completing the paperwork correctly.
Yes.
Okay, so he fucked up because he did not get a lawyer to help him fill out the paperwork correctly to ensure that it was done correctly the first time.
Yep, paperwork is very important.
So again, I'm failing to understand why I should feel sorry for him. I'm
don't.
sorry, I don't feel fucking sorry for him. I don't.
I mean, I can empathize. I mean, it's gotta suck.
Right?
But do your paperwork, come back to the country.
Right? Sucks to suck. I get it. You've been here for 4 goddamn decades. But again, you've been here for 4 fucking decades.
I guess my triggering statement was he wants all the benefits without putting in the work.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. And
I've got a friend, my boss's, a friend of my boss's emigrated here from Argentina. And I also use this in a statement on Twitter saying, and he's a lazy ass, and it took him 8 years to get his citizenship, but it took him 8 years.
Yeah.
For a lazy person, it took 8 years.
Right? But it's fucking doable. And like I work with 2 nurses who are from the Philippines. They fucking came here legally. They are fucking pissed at these fucking dreamers and everyone who comes here illegally. They don't think it's fucking fair. And they're like, why the fuck did we spend so much money and so much time doing things the right way if they're going to be getting all this help and all these benefits for doing things the wrong way? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't tell you. Like, I'm right there with you. Like, I agree with you. Like, they need to do it the right way. But yeah.
Well, going back to that like paperwork thing, there's a local story in my area. I guess a guy like messed up on his taxes by 2 cents, and it was like $170 or something like that, and he got hit with like a $200 fine over 2 cents. But do the paperwork right, you don't have to worry about it.
Yep. Well, all right, you guys. We are gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we are gonna have the second hour of Friday Night Freedom. So stay tuned. Ooh.
Shots.
Wait, yeah, fucking shots and shit.
Yep.
Broadcasting live from the basement of a Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of Friday Night Freedom. I'm your host, Nix. I'm with Pookie and Cause.
What's up?
Hey.
Happy Friday.
Right? Hell yeah. Oh, I forgot to pee again. Damn it. I keep forgetting to do that right now. Or the last couple of shows. I don't know why. But I'm like, oh, I've got time. And then, I sit here and I'm like fiddling on my phone looking for new stuff to talk about. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, we're about to go back on. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot to go.
So that your brother made that mix?
Yeah, he made both of those.
Has he been doing that a while?
Yeah, he did that all through college. So I actually that's actually one of the things I was doing during the break. I was messaging him. I was like, "Send me more music."
Yeah.
And then
That's good stuff, and it hasn't been flagged as copyright, so I think we're good on that.
Oh, so I sent him another. I sent him a request. I was like, "You guys know the song S&M by Rihanna?"
Are you asking me?
The
Yeah.
chips and whips and chains thing.
Yeah. So I kind of like that song. It goes something along the lines like, "I may be bad." What is it like?
But I'm perfectly good with it.
Yeah. Sex in the air. Anyways, sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite me. And nah, come on. Yeah. Oh my God, I love that song.
You know what? The only reason I know that song is because of the movie Pitch Perfect.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, I love that movie. But yes, no. So that song, I think would go perfectly with my Tied Up Tuesday theme because Tied Up Tuesday.
Right.
But then also just it's a fun song and it's stuff whatever. You're like my stepdad. I can't talk about this stuff in front of you.
I don't judge. You're good.
All right, well, no, I kind of like, whips and handcuffs. So I'm like, you need to, like, remix the song for me and make it so it doesn't get flagged. And he just responded back like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. Yes, best
Good.
little brother ever.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I hardly ask him for shit, so he owes me.
Is he stuck out west, or is he doing other things?
Yeah, he's in Arizona.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he graduated from, where did he graduate from? Washington State University.
Oh.
With a business degree.
Hell yeah.
And then as soon as he graduated, he and his girlfriend moved back home to Arizona. She's from Washington, though, and so she moved cross country to Arizona with him because I don't know why, honestly. I don't know why.
That's got to be some culture shock, man, because you go
Right?
from a land of rain and trees and green to brown.
Desert. Yeah.
Arizona is beautiful, though.
It is. I love the desert. I do love the desert. So my little brother is fucking doing his thing. He's being an adult. Kind of, I guess. I don't know. It was weird. Like, I went to go celebrate his 21st birthday with him, so it was weird to go out and, like, drink with him, but it was even more weird when he, like, was, I don't think anyone from my family is watching, but, like, he fucking, like, did a line of coke in front of me. I'm like, what just happened? Like, I was what just happened here? Yeah. All right, fine. Like,
Yep.
Party on, dude. It's your birthday. I don't fucking care.
I'd be kicking my brother's ass.
Fucking, he's an adult. Whatever. Do your thing, dude. I was like, I was kind of in disbelief. I was like, did that really just happen? He's bigger than me. I can't kick his ass. Like,
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
no, like, seriously, the last time he and I went toe to toe, he almost broke a couple of my ribs. So
I was gonna say, isn't this the brother that tried to kill you?
yeah. That was when he was young, like, little. But then, no, the last time he and I actually, like, went toe to toe and, like, we were actually, like, wrestling and, like, hand-to-hand combat type stuff, he almost broke a couple of my ribs. It was a good time.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Freaking, there was an opening and I went to roll out from underneath him and he slammed down his whole body weight on me and I was like, ah!
Were you kids, or is this like 6 months ago?
This was right before I left for Germany, so 2011.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He was bigger than me at that point. Yeah, it was a good time.
Mom and Dad come home. There's a note on the countertop going, sorry, dinner's not done. Me and the brother are in the hospital.
No, he didn't go to the hospital. I ended up going to the ER because I definitely heard like a pop and I was like, intense pain. And I was on leave too. And I was like, fuck me. Like, the last thing I need is like to get injured before I report to a new duty station. Fuck.
It would be that guy.
Right, yeah. Like, show up, and I'm like, hi, I'm already on profile. Like, I got injured on my way here. What happened to you? Well, funny story. I was wrestling with my little brother, and shit happens. Now I have broken ribs, so I don't know what to tell you.
So I was practicing combatives in the living room.
Yeah, exactly.
I was training. This is a training injury.
Right, yeah, it was a training exercise. I was not wearing my reflective belt, though, so I was not safe.
What did Kate call those? Glow belts?
Yeah, glow belts.
Yeah, glow belts.
I guess that's what they call them in the
We need to
Marine
change
Corps.
her vocabulary on that.
Yes. Well, that's a question I did not ask her. I did not ask her what flavor crayon she enjoyed the most.
I was going to ask her that too.
Damn it.
Write it down for next time.
Right?
Since you guys are buddies and everything.
I know, right? We have so much in common.
Food.
We're both 31. We're both getting
Dirty
divorced.
30.
It's good.
Beaver nugs.
It's good. Yeah. We both apparently really enjoy wine. It's a good time. This is going to be good.
That would be badass if she ever made it down here.
I know. She seems like she'd be a fun person to hang out with.
Right. And I would. I need to bring extra cash for bail money, though. I've just got a feeling.
I've only ever been arrested once. Just once. And I didn't need bail money. My first sergeant did have to come get me from the PMO, though. So I guess that's like bail money, but not really.
Well, yeah, you probably took it out of your ass later.
Yeah, I mean, not. I wouldn't say that he did not. I was never physically disciplined for it. I mostly because he could tell I was beating myself up enough that he was like, I don't really need to do it for her. So I had that going for me. But he was like, you're in enough trouble, and you're obviously being really hard on yourself right now that if I were to do anything, it's just gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna do anything. But yeah. That was a fun time. No. But yeah. But that's why I no longer drink and drive. Don't do it, kids. It's not worth it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least it didn't hurt anybody, right? I got pulled over for speeding and not because I was acting like a drunk driver. Damn it. Right? I would get pulled over for fucking speeding in Germany.
Yeah, I look back at all the stupid shit that I did when I was younger, and I mean, in my 20s, when I was in the Army. I'm like, fuck, man, I should have died. I should have been.
Oh yeah,
just all that dumb shit.
I should have died many times over.
yeah. I'm surprised I'm still kicking it.
I think a lot of us are on staff. We're like, we probably should have died a lot. I know. So.
Just the way I treated my body, and it's hindsight is really 2020.
Yeah, it is.
Right. No, exactly, Sean. Germany should have killed me. I agree. Germany should have killed me. Yeah.
Should I?
Just the amount of alcohol I consumed on a weekly basis. Every time I went to the doctor, I lied. How many alcoholic beverages do you drink on a daily basis? None. A weekly basis. 1 to 2. That's a fucking lie. 1 to 2. But if I say anything more, you're gonna make me go to fucking AA. And no. But yeah, no, in reality, I was a fucking drunk in Germany. No, seriously, this is how bad it was. Especially when I worked in the orderly room, I really hope none of my old first sergeants are listening right now. During lunch, this is how bad it was. Just to get through the fucking day, I would either go back to my barracks room and do a couple shots of Jack and then go back to work, or what I would do is I would walk my happy ass to the shopette that was right up the steps. And I would get one of the like for real smoothies, and I would get the mango one because the mango one's like the fucking best, like for real. Play on words. But I would also get one of the absolute vodka shooters, and I would mix it into the fucking smoothie, and then I would go back to work with that.
Dude.
Yeah, that's commonplace. Very commonplace. You see that all the time. There was a station in Fort Bragg in an air defense unit for a while, and you knew everyone was doing that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was drinking on duty.
I fucking never ever considered that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like and especially towards the end of like my enlistment, like things were just getting so bad, and they were getting to the point where I didn't fucking care anymore. That I was just like, I don't, like, you know, like I said, I didn't fucking care anymore. So I was like, fuck this, fuck the bullshit. I don't fucking care. Like, they are looking for reasons to punish me, so I'll fucking give them one. And they never fucking found out, so fuck it. And it's been over 3 years now, so what are they gonna do?
I mean, you try to fuck up and it goes unnoticed.
Yeah. Right? Exactly. I tried to fuck up and nobody fucking noticed. It was like, well, this is some bullshit.
And you make a simple mistake and it's like, Sergeant Phil, you suck.
Yeah.
Right.
Accidentally cut the wrong line, telephone line when you're doing comms work, and it's a big deal.
Oh my God, Pookie.
It gets people's attention.
Right? It's frowned upon.
Yeah, it's just very frowned upon. I'm sorry I did it. Didn't mean to do it, but man, it freaked people out. But all right.
Right. See, okay, so let me clarify. So I only did the whole like drinking while on duty thing when I was either pulling CQ or I was working in the orderly room, not while I was working in the OR.
That's a good.
Let me
that's
just
a really good
caveat.
gray area to clear up.
Yeah, let me just clarify. I did not drink on duty whenever I was working in the actual operating room or in our like sterile processing area. I'm more responsible than that.
That's good to know.
However, CQ is a different story. I'd get fucked up. I didn't fucking care.
It's just 6 a.m. The next day comes and you're like, ugh.
Freaking, what did I do one day? It was one time on CQ. I fucking 24 hours straight. I played Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Straight. God, but I was ready to. I was like, all right, I'm over this game. But by the time like the relief came, I was like, I'm done.
I don't think I pulled CQ my last 6 years in the Army.
Dude, how'd you get away with that? Like, I know I didn't fucking take a PT. I didn't fucking do an APFT the last 4 years I was in.
I was essential personnel while I was in one unit. And then I was at a headquarters, so they had MPs doing that shit. So, I mean, I lucked out.
Nice. Yeah, no, I did not do an APFT the last 3 years I was in. I pencil whipped the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Were you ever sporting a Master PT patch?
Oh, fuck no. No. See, the trick is, if you're going to pencil whip it, you pencil whip it to where you pass, but not enough to where people suspect that you cheated. You fucking do it to where you're like middle of the bunch, right? You don't do it to where you're a fucking PT stud because they're going to fucking suspect things. Especially if you don't look like you're a PT stud and they're like, wait, we never fucking see you work out. What are you doing?
Let's see. Minx is a PT stud. Hey, Sergeant Minx, come on up here and why don't you do PT with the perform PT for the company?
Yeah, about that. I've got to I got to be down in the orderly room. Sorry about that. No. No means no. No. So, like I was consistently like, 2013, 2014, like, those were the years that I was working in the orderly room. I was the first one there before my first sergeant, before my company commander, before any of the NCOs. And I was almost always one of the last ones to leave.
That's the orderly room.
And I was the lowest ranking motherfucker there. I was the first one there, and I was almost always the last one to leave. But yeah, so, but yeah, so if when it came time to the APFT, I'd just be like, hey, Sarge, here's my PT test. Okay. Yes.
Who did you sign off as the grader?
My NCO.
Were they down with that or not?
Yeah. Every time. Every time. In fact, the first like 2 or 3 times, he would be like, "What do you want on your PT?" And I was like, "I don't know, make it believable." And he was like, "All right, you passed." It's like, "That's all I ask for."
Yeah.
I was like, "Just make it believable. That's all I ask. Don't make me a stud. Just make me middle of the pack. Pass. That's all I want." Yep. Now, every chance I got to go to the fucking range, though, I went.
I loved going to the range.
Yes.
It sucked that it was just a long day, but I love shooting.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
My fucking God. Speaking of the range. Okay, one. You remember that video that Angry Cops put out? About the Air Force put out that video of them saying like, "Oh, we're the toughest branch out there."
Yeah. Yes. Fucking loved it.
Nah. All right. So my almost ex-husband is Air Force, right? Well, allegedly, and I saw him yesterday. Well, he was at the range yesterday, and he was telling me about it. And because he and I we're civil with each other, right? Because again, we're trying to make this divorce like as amicable as possible. Like we fell out of love, I guess, is if you can call it that. Like we weren't fucking happy with each other. We're happier now. Like there's no reason for us to make this divorce nasty or difficult. So we're trying to be as civil with each other as possible. So every so often, and he's got 2 of the 3 dogs that we had. So every so often we'll still have some sort of contact with each other or whatever. And so yesterday he was telling me, he's like, "Oh, you'll get a kick out of this." And I was like, "Good God, what?" And apparently, hold on, let me read this for you word for word. Because it's fucking bad. It's bad. It's bad. Do. And my fucking eyes started twitching when he told me this. I was like, what in the actual fuck?
You got the Forrest Whitaker eye.
I did. I fucking did. All right, so he says, "You'll get a kick out of this. We have a guy who hasn't shot since basic." So let's all remember, Air Force basic, they get 1, maybe 2 days of freaking basic rifle marksmanship, right? 1, maybe 2 days. That's it. So he hasn't shot since basic. So we were my almost ex goes on to say we were zeroing our rifles. He could not figure out why he wasn't hitting paper. He didn't have his rear sight up. He was pretty much just looking at the target and shooting. And I responded with, I was like, "You should still be able to at least hit the paper, though."
It's only 25 meters in front of you.
Right? Yeah, you should. it doesn't matter if your rear sight is up or not. Like, you should be able to hit something in front of you. Like, I get it. You're trying to zero, but you should at least be able to hit the paper. And he was like, in theory. And I was like, fucking Air Force.
Wait a minute. His rear sight. How does the rear sight go down? They got that special flippy shit in the Air Force.
Dude, I don't know. I
was all iron sights when I was in the military, so it was
exactly.
It was what it was.
Every weapon that I own is iron sights. I don't do scopes.
Right? Like that, that's what I'm comfortable with. Iron sights. Like, even when I fucking kill tourists on my fucking Xbox, I'm like, iron sights. This is what I'm fucking used to. But yeah, so my ex goes on to say, he's a computer tech of some kind. I'm not worried about him having to save my life. I was like, he's still military. He should know how to use a fucking weapon. And he's like, I'm not disagreeing. And then he stops by because apparently I had some mail at the other house. And he goes on to tell me that a chick in his unit almost killed somebody on the range because somehow she went and put her selector switch from safe to burst.
That's like 2 clicks over.
How the hell?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. And I hope it's the clown whose fucking uniform is 3 sizes too small and has to fucking cake on her goddamn makeup.
Ugh.
Like, I don't know if you guys can tell or not. Like, here, let me fucking make my computer fucking bright. I'm not fucking wearing any. This hooker fucking will, like, the first time I met her, like, when my ex
just caught up with, I'm not fucking wearing any.
Like, okay, seriously, like, the only makeup I'm wearing right now is eyeshadow, mascara, and lipstick. That's it. That's it. That's all that's fucking on my face. That's it.
Well, I got more makeup on than you do.
Right? You fucking would, you dirty fucking whore. No, okay, so the first time I met this fucking clown, it was right after my husband and I had gotten married, and we were turning in, our marriage certificate and whatnot into his shop so, I could get enrolled into the system and whatever. And before I even walk into this office, he turns to me and he's like, now be nice. And I was like, excuse me? And that kind of sets me on guard right there. And I was like, excuse me? And he's
It's
like,
almost like telling an angry woman to calm down.
yes.
Goes over just as well.
And he is like, I know. He's like, you're going to meet a female, and I know you're going to want to say something, but please remember I work with her, so please be nice. And I'm like, well, now I'm not going to want to. And he just kind of looked at me and was like, God, fine, what? So we go in there, and I was like, fine, I'll be nice, fine. And I kind of stopped, and I was like, and like triggered a little bit. Because again, her uniform is literally 3 sizes too small. Like, it looks like it's fucking painted on. And in my head, I'm like, it's taking everything in me not to be like, how are your pants not ripping apart when you sit down? Like, I'm hearing the seams of your pants scream at me right now. Like, every time you sit down, they're going, ah! Because they're trying not to fucking die. Like, what is going on right now with your goddamn uniform? 1, 2, your goddamn face. Fix it. Like, I wanted to go up to her, like, lick my fucking thumb and just run it across her fucking face and be like, fix the goddamn cake icing now.
You need a freaking drywall knife to fucking take it off.
Yes. And like, I wanted to be like, how early do you have to wake up in order to fucking spackle that shit on there?
I was in a unit and there was a lot of females like that in the unit. And I was just like, the whole time I was like, how the fuck are they getting away with this shit?
Just, it aggravates me. So I'm really hoping it was that hooker who fucking put the selector switch But yeah, but anyways, he was telling me that that some female from his unit went to the range, almost killed some people because she fucking flipped the selector switch from save to burst and then fired. Not once, but a couple times, because apparently she wasn't fucking sure what happened the first time. So she's like, what was that? And then pulled it a few more times. And I was like, did you fucking butt stroke her to the fucking face? And he was like, no, I wasn't a safety. I was like, did the fucking safeties do it at least? And he's like, I don't know. I was busy in my lane. I was like, God damn it. Like of all times where it would have been socially acceptable to beat a bitch. Like, that would have been it.
And you would have been justified, too.
Right? You completely justified to beat a woman.
I remember
if you fucked up on a range when I was in basic, you'd get it. They would fuck you up.
Oh, my God.
Those little paddles, the red, white paddles, they'd fucking crown you, man.
Oh, they'd bust the shit out of you.
Right? Ugh.
That's what it is, though. I don't understand the Air Force. You did say something earlier, though, like she pulled it and she didn't know what happened, so she pulled it again and again. It kind of like reminded me of me being like a 13-year-old kid, but whatever.
What was that?
What was that?
But no, but seriously,
what just happened?
The fucking Air Force. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited to, like, be getting divorced because I'm not going to have to fucking deal with the Air Force anymore because I was getting so frustrated. Just with their fucking terminology and, like, just their regulations and the fact that, you know, they were doing things wrong. I'm like, you know, my ex would tell me, you know, Air Force regulations, and I'm like, over here, I'm like, no, but they're ARs.
You know, Alaska got out of the Army and he transitioned over into the Air Force.
Ew, why?
I don't know. And
he let him do that?
Yeah, they did. He's an E6.
Is he? Yeah, he is.
So it's probably got to be a little bit of a culture shock for him to go to the Air Force, and it's probably going to be a culture shock for the Air Force to have him.
Yeah.
Because he's an aviation guy, so it's not like he's an infantry guy all fucking hua, but he's probably going to be 10 times more hua than any of the fucking Air Force guys he's going to encounter.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, seriously. So, like, can't wait for this fucking divorce to be finalized.
I think it'll go well.
Yeah.
Keep it out of lawyers' hands. Just take care of it yourself, as long as it's in line with the state laws.
That's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. We're keeping it civil. We've already we've divided everything up already. Obviously, you know, like, he's living in the other house. I'm in my own place already. You know, we've already fucking divided everything up. I'm not going after any of his shit. He's not going after any of my shit. I mean, hell, I'm not even collecting any BAH from him that I know I'm technically, in theory, entitled to.
I mean, even without having kids?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I'm technically his dependent, right? So he's getting technically BAH with dependents right now. Yes. So that difference of between BAH and BAH with dependents, that with dependents part is technically supposed to come to me. I have not received a penny of it. I have never asked him for a penny of it. Will never ask him for a penny of it because I'm a strong, independent woman who don't need no man except for when I need to open up a jar of something.
So you're a feminist?
Nah, old school.
Sorry, don't kill me.
Only when I need to build things, or if I have a jar that needs opening, and then
you hung your pictures and they were straight.
I know. No, oh my god. Oh, speaking of that, so I was at work yesterday, and I'm walking down a hallway, and we've got some picture frames in a hallway, and they're like our joint commission, like, certificates or whatever of fucking excellence or some bullshit. And they're fucking all cattywampus and just not fucking straight. And I'm literally like walking, minding my own business, and I stop in my tracks and I look and I'm like, and I get fucking Forrest Whitaker eye, and I'm like, no, 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 no. And I spend like 5 minutes like straightening out these goddamn picture frames. And I'm like, all right, this is better. Yeah. And then I continue on my merry way.
You keep a level in your pocket?
Huh?
Do you keep a level in your pocket?
No. This is all done by eye.
Outstanding.
See, when I hang pictures up, I just like plop them on a wall and just walk away. It doesn't bother me none.
Oh my God, no.
I used to, I used to hang pictures in my house, and my ex-wife would complain. She's like, "That's way too high," and I'm like, "Well, fuck, I'm like 6 feet tall, and she's 5 and some change, So she wanted the houses or the pictures in the house hung lower.
Well, yeah, I mean, for those of us who are of normal height and not of an elevated height, it's nice to have things
Are you
down
saying
on
you're
our level.
vertically challenged?
I am. How tall am I? Well, depending on which APFT record you looked at, I'm anywhere between 65 inches and 66 inches tall.
Oh, so you're like 5'2"?
Almost 5'5" or 5'6".
You're tall. You're about an average woman's height.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking average. This is great because you see all these memes on like Facebook about like, short women, and I'm like, I'm kind of there because like bitches be tall now, right? And then you see like, and then you see things about like tall women, and so like 5'8" or like above, and I'm like, well, fuck me. I'm like in that in between stage of like 5'5" and 5'7". I'm like, well, fuck. Fuck us average height hoes.
Yeah, my daughter, my oldest daughter, both of my kids are 5'10" or 5'11".
Yeah, see, screw that.
All legs.
Tall motherfuckers.
Yep.
My sister is 5'9". Bitch.
I don't know. Being tall is a curse sometimes.
Friggin' my mom, I guess this is a good thing that I am this tall. My older female cousin, she's 5'2", and then my grandma's 4'10". So
wow.
The fact that I'm 5'6" on a good day is, that's a good thing, right?
You're like the family Amazon woman.
Almost. Like I said, my sister's 5'9", so she takes the cake on that. But then a couple of my male cousins are like 6'4". So I don't know how that fucking works. This is some bullshit.
Like you need to do one of those 23andMe and figure out where the fuck they came from.
Dude, I've done that one and Ancestry.com. Joe only has an inch.
So what?
Well, Joe apparently only has an inch on me. And then Abe says Joe
or he's only
has
an inch. I don't know what he's trying to say.
He's got an angry inch.
An angry inch.
An angry inch.
So is an inch considered a micro penis?
Or are you talking like a cheese wheel?
Yeah, there's a micro penis.
Ooh, or no, that would still be small, right? Yeah.
What's up, Barstool Junkie? Over in Mixer.
Hello, Mixer chat. Barstool monkey, huh?
Barstool Junkie.
Oh, junkie?
Barstool Junkie.
Just kidding. I thought you said monkey. Looks like
Maybe
a tuna can, but goes like a sewing machine. Dude, you're going to wreck somebody's vagina like that. Fuck that.
No, you lying.
Dude, think about it. If it's like a tuna can, so you're talking like, like that, ain't no vagina is going to be coming at, like, going to accept you like that. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Unless it's Kim Kardashian, you'll be all right.
Or your younger sister. What's her fucking name? I don't fucking care.
I don't remember.
Chloe.
Chloe? No, not.
Chloe, is she the one that just had the baby?
No, the younger one. The one who had all that facial plastic surgery done to make her look like her older sisters.
She named her baby Stormy.
Oh, is that? I don't fucking know. Dude,
I like to have this on my search history, but I'm going to type in Kardashian.
Dude, I don't follow anything with that fucking family at all. Like, I don't fucking care about that family at all. Like, and like, I've got people on my goddamn like news feed on my real book who are kind of obsessed about the Kardashians, and I'm like, good God, why? And they're like, oh my God, this one hooker's pregnant, and I'm like, why do you fucking care? Like, okay, and then and it's the one who's like literally, she might be like 19, maybe 20. But like, let's all remember, she was 17 and her mother was allowing her to date a 25-year-old. So let's all remember that for a time, her daughter was dating a child rapist. Because let's all remember, she was 17 fucking a 25-year-old. So there's that.
That's gross.
Like, let's all remember this, right? But you know, nobody says anything, right? Hashtag me too. What? Oh no, are we not doing that right now?
It's only
No.
Only when they're ugly.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Damn it.
Or when it's a trend on Twitter for what, like 3 days, and then that's it.
That's right. Damn it. But yeah, that was another thing I got into on Twitter too. I got into it with some hooker on Twitter about the Me Too movement and how we need to make sure that we weed out, like with this whole, apparently there's been a surge of sexual assault reports in the military, which I'm all for. Don't get me wrong. Again, you guys fucking know this. If you guys have listened to my show for a long time, you guys know, and I openly talk about this. Like, you know, I've been raped in the Army a couple times, and you know, I'm all for if victims of military sexual assault want to report their assaults, I'm all for it. Majority of victims, however, statistically, it's proven majority of victims, however, do not want to file reports. And that, again, that's their right. That's their choice. However, apparently, there's a new trend coming through where there's been a surge of military sexual assault reports. And I made a comment about that. And, right? Oh, sweet, Abe. Thanks for hanging out with us. So I made a comment about that on Twitter, and I was like, well, you know, I'm all for this. However, how do we weed out the fake reports? Because fucking women are fucking catty bitches. And there's gonna be fucking fake reports out there. So how do we fucking weed them out? And so me and this one girl, she and I got into it a little bit. And she and I started going back and forth. And I think at first it was almost like a miscommunication. And she was like, well, statistics, this. And like, she starts bringing up like graphs and shit. And I'm like, cool pictures, but you can fucking make graphs to look however you want, to represent whatever you want. But it doesn't change the fact that you have to make sure that you have to weed out who's telling the truth and who's not. And she's like, she tried to tell me that, that people filing false claims doesn't happen. And I was like, hold the fuck up. Like, hold the fucking phone. I was like, it fucking happened to my fucking friend. Like, one of my fucking roommates, it fucking happened to. He fucking got fucking court-martialed, found not guilty over a false military sexual assault claim. Like, she fucking dragged this through court-martial instead of coming through and being like, no, I just fucking made this shit up. But
there
he
ought to
had
be
to go
some
through.
repercussions on that,
Yeah.
filing a false report.
So he had to go through the whole court-martial process.
And that drags his name through the mud.
Yes,
Anyway.
the entire his last 2 years of being in the Air Force, he was looked at as shit and treated like shit because he was undergoing this court-martial for something he did not fucking do.
Yeah, and that hampers his career. And really, if the longer it drags out, the more damage is done to their career. I mean, if you're in such a job where you need a security clearance, that gets suspended.
Yep. He was security forces in the Air Force. He was a cop. So he ended up getting out of the Air Force because he's like, there's no way that I can continue being in the Air Force. Even he's like, I know I'm innocent because I didn't fucking do this. I know I'm going to get off because, again, I didn't fucking do this. But the fact that I have to go through this and that it is going to be on my record, and the fact that it's on my record at all, I'm screwed and I cannot advance at all. So he ended up getting out.
Yeah, that's the type of shit like I don't know. I don't agree with this whole Me Too thing is because it's so easy nowadays. Like you've seen it with politicians and shit where they could just be like, oh, he did something to me. And then it screws that career. That guy could have been completely 100% innocent. And bam, career ruined. It just ruins it at that point.
Yep. And that's exactly why. And I guess that's probably why people look at me and they're like, well, you're a victim of this. So why are you so for looking out for men on this? And it's because I know for a fact that there are vindictive women out there who will use sexual assault claims as a way to advance their own what's the right word?
Agenda?
Yeah, agendas. Or if they've, the fucking saying, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
I was just about to say that.
Fucking women can be and are known to be catty, vindictive bitches. And I fucking say that knowing full well that I've been one myself. Never to the point where I've accused anybody of raping me who's never raped me. And I would never fucking do that to anybody who's never raped me. Fucking, I've never gone after the men who fucking assaulted me. Mostly because I just don't want to sit in a courtroom next to them to begin with. And I don't want to, really see them at all. But, it's just the mentality of where everything is now is, and how the culture has almost, what's the right way of putting it? To where it's almost as though they are making up for everything that they fucked up with in the past, right? So it's almost like they're trying to make up for what they fucked up with in the past, like, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. And then that's when then you see a shift happen with the military. And that's when you really start to see a lot more of these cases actually going to trial, and a lot more of these cases actually getting reported, and a lot more of these victims actually coming forward and not being afraid to report them. And I absolutely commend these women.
It's a strength in numbers thing, too.
For actually coming out and reporting this. But it's the ones who do it who have that secret agenda, who only claim it because they got scorned, or who only do it because they got caught cheating,
or it was cool while it was happening because it was hot and it filled their need, and then it got cut off, and then
exactly. And
I'll show them.
And so now,
Attention horse.
exactly, exactly. You know, like it was good while it was happening, but because it did not end on her terms, now she's going to make it ugly. And
Isn't there like a celebrity right now under fire because of that shit?
Which one?
I can't remember his name, but apparently it was like a mutual hookup. Everything happened, and then
Scott Baio.
I don't know if it's him. It was I think I can't remember the guy's name, but no, everything was mutual. Everything happened, and all of a sudden now this Me Too thing came out. Oh, what was me? I was assaulted.
Or it was the Me Too thing, and then you have your legitimate people who are banding together and finding strength amongst each other, and then they're coming out. But then there's these other ones going, well, fuck, I want attention too, so I'm going to make some shit up.
Exactly. So then there's that.
And that hurts the legitimacy of claims, though. This is my biggest argument. It's like if like a woman has a legit, like, this really happened to me, and you got all these like was it crying wolf people.
Yep.
It hurts the legitimacy. I can't even say the word now, but you get what I'm saying with it.
So speaking of all of that, so I found an article today. The female Democrat behind the hashtag #MeToo movement is currently under investigation for sexually assaulting men.
What?
Wow. Who would have figured? I saw that article too. I didn't get to read it, but I saw the headline. I was like, huh?
So a female...
I saw the headline and I'm like, I'm not surprised.
So a female California Democratic lawmaker who played a prominent role in launching the hashtag #MeToo movement is currently under a hashtag #MeToo investigation herself for allegedly sexual assault, or for allegedly sexually harassing and groping two men, a former staffer and a prominent lobbyist. In its bombshell report on the investigation, Politico notes that the high-profile lawmaker's alleged hypocrisy threatens to seriously damage the nationwide movement that has been credited with bringing the issue of sexual harassment into the open. California Assemblywoman Cristina Garcia, who is featured on the cover of Time magazine's Silence Breakers, to honor her role as one of the first lawmakers to speak out against sexual harassment, is, as Politico's describes her, a powerful Democratic lawmaker who serves as chair of the Legislative Women's Caucus and one of Sacramento's leading voices of the hashtag #MeToo issue. She was one of the hundreds of women from her area who signed a letter declaring hashtag #WeSaidEnough and protestation of sexual harassment, and has claimed to have personally been a victim of harassment. However, Garcia is also herself currently under investigation after two men accused her of sexual misconduct. Daniel Ferrero of Certios, a former staffer to Assemblyman Ian Calderon, told the magazine in 2014 when he was 25, Garcia groped him after an assembly softball game. Quote, he said she cornered him alone after the annual assembly softball game in Sacramento as he attempted to clean up the dugout. Ferrero, who said Garcia appeared inebriated, said she began stroking his back, then squeezed his buttocks and attempted to touch his crotch before he removed himself and quickly left. And Ferrero isn't the only man leveling charges at Garcia. A man Politico describes as a prominent Sacramento lobbyist who spoke to on the condition to remain anonymous has also come forward to accuse Garcia of groping him in May 2017. The lobbyist, who represents a major industry association, said that Garcia appeared to have been drinking heavily at a fundraiser hosted by Governor Jerry Brown for State Senator Josh Newman at the Deveras Bar in Sacramento. He said he was heading out the door in part to avoid the assemblywoman, who had been increasingly flirtatious and had called him on a few occasions before for late-night drinks, which he repeatedly declined. She came back and was whispering real close, and I could smell booze, and she was pretty far gone, he said. She looked at me for a second and said, quote, "I've set a goal for myself to fuck you," unquote. Well, that's rather forward.
She said that?
Wow.
Yeah, she said that. At that point, Garcia, quote, "stepped in front of me and reached out and is grabbing for my crotch," he said. That was the line in the sand, according to the lobbyist, and he stopped her. I was 4 inches from her, eyeball to eyeball, and he said, "That ain't gonna happen." Garcia apparently issued a statement Thursday in response to the reports to the investigation into her alleged sexual misconduct. Quote, "Every complaint about sexual harassment should be taken seriously, and I will participate fully in any investigation that takes place," she said in the statement. "The details of these claims have never been brought to my attention until today. I can confirm that I did attend the 2014 softball game with a number of members and my staff. And I can also say I have zero recollection of engaging in inappropriate behavior and have such behavior is inconsistent with my values."
Well, she was bombed, so.
Right? What happens when you drink, though? You black out.
Yeah, I was to raise that question. She's a lawmaker and she's belligerently drunk.
Well, that's a prerequisite, right? I mean, look at Nancy Pelosi. She's.
Oh yeah.
Right? I'm pretty sure she's fucking bombed 99.
As far as sex harassment, I mean, it happens, and that knife cuts both ways. I mean, women do it to men, men do it to men, women on women, and, men on women.
Hell yeah, women are just as bad as men. Let's be fucking honest, ladies. If we're fucking
I'll
honest
be
with
honest
ourselves.
with you. I've had my ass grabbed a few times walking around. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean,
but how many men are going to?
I might have done it.
Find it offensive enough to actually file a complaint.
I don't file. I'll just giggle like, haha, yeah, okay.
You're like, thanks, I still got it. Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, I'm totally.
That's an ego booster for most men. So yeah.
I'm totally fucking guilty of.
Fucking Joe. Yeah. Hola, Mr. Hand.
Right? Yeah. Fucking no. I'm totally fucking guilty though of especially after I've been drinking a lot or even a little. I don't fucking care. But yeah. Watch out, you guys.
Full circle.
But no, yeah. But yeah, my hands will fucking wander, and I might grab an ass or two, and I'll be like, "Hey, big boy." Well, I don't know if I'll say that, but I might grab a butt or two and be like, "Hey." Or, I might, like, run my hand up around some shoulders and be like, "Ooh, yes, this is nice." And then...
I'm thinking that women can probably get away with that more.
Oh, we totally can.
Yeah.
And that's just it, though, is that we know we can fucking get away with it more because, again, most men are not going to fucking report it because, again, most guys are like, fuck yeah, game on.
Well, in a scenario where there's alcohol involved too, I have the comprehension to be able to be like, she was just drunk, whatever.
Right, Abe. Abe, I'm so curious. I kind of want to go into a bar that I know Abe's gonna be in and just be like, "Rah, rah," just to see if he's like his ears perk up and he's like, "What?"
I know that. I know that call.
I know that one.
Well, he's over in Vietnam, so.
I'm gonna make a trip and I'm gonna make that same sound down. I probably know all the bars down there. I'm just gonna go to them all one night and just go. Rah, rah.
That's funny.
He'll be come looking for you and he finds me. I'm like,
Hell
hey, baby.
Yeah, right. Hey.
You sure do have a pretty mouth.
Right.
But Minx needs to dress up with that multi eyebrow girl.
Oh, Oh, four brows.
Four brows.
Yes.
4 fucking eyebrows.
Dude, it
Yeah.
was
Dude, have you
so
seen that picture?
bad.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, she's pretty not hot.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know.
I mean, where are her friends? Yeah, yes, yeah, Karen, you look good. Let's go out.
Right? Like, yeah, you should totally go out like that.
My eyebrows on fleek.
Eyebrows. What you looking at, eyebrows?
Goddamn.
All right, you guys, we are going to take a quick break. One, I have to pee.
Me
And
too.
two,
Me too. Hashtag me too.
Right? Hashtag me too.
Hashtag me 3.
So we'll be back here in a couple minutes. So hang tight, and we shall be back for the third and final hour of Friday Night Freedom. So
I'm gonna find a picture of four brows and post it up here.
all right.
Hello. No one is available
Enjoy our
to take your call.
voicemails.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Fucking answer your phone, AK. God damn it, answer your phone.
I heard somebody talking about anal sex on the radio, so I figured I'd give my story. Give me a call back. Alright, bye.
Hello. I don't know what you're trying to do with all these British accents, but I'd really like it if you could call me back so I could read something for you. Bollocks. I just burnt my hair with my, rolled marijuana. Stupid strawberries and crumpets. I don't like it. Have a good day.
Hey baby, you gave me your number in the fucking bar. This is fucking Lewis. How you doing? Don't know why you ran off in such a rush. Yeah. I know you're digging my vibe, baby. Just give me a call back. You know the number.
Go fuck yourself, Bobby.
Hey, just want to talk about your guys' radio show and how awesome it is and the other guys sucked. Anyway, yeah, make America great again.
I don't know how to use this. Oh, velvet is.
Put the monkey down. Oh, God. Never mind. Hey, brother, we need to get your show nationwide on this Sirius radio or satellite or something. Kind of hard to watch it when it comes on this damn little cell phone. Let's see what we can do to get you nationwide. Love to see you. Love to hear you. Continue on.
You guys need more fucking lines if they're all busy.
What the fuck?
Get some more.
Let me shit in your mouth.
I run to the gunfight, get peace when it's chaos, when the people don't act right. But I'm under scrutiny for trying to protect me. You pull a pistol and I'm shooting for trying to contest me. I got a quick second to make a deadly decision. The media portray me like a kid for a living, like I'm cold with no heart, a brain with no thoughts, a body with no feeling, a life with no cause.
Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see, and like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see, and like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. I'm damned if I do, and damned if I don't. It's like every single time I say what's on my mind, they go for my throat, they spew evil words. If you are absurd, always grinding, grinning, and killing my soul with these verbs. Hold me down, like I can't gasp for air. I'm closed inside of a box, like I'm inside Fort Knox. Every time that I'm there, I don't know why they think that I'm different from you. All that's true is I'm a like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see, and like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see, and like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see, and like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see, and like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Goodness gracious. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm so sorry that it was such a long break. However, I needed to pee. So here we are. We're back. Thanks for sticking in. For those of you who stuck with us throughout that long break, thank you so much. You're amazing. Pookie's still here. Kaz is still here. Of course, I'm still here because, I'm talking.
You're the button masher tonight.
And I'm pushing buttons.
I hope I'm still here, because if I'm not, then oh god.
You're not.
Dude, Pookie, your fucking face. That fucking picture.
Dude, it's just weird. I can't look at the screen. I'm like fucking Pookie's staring into my soul.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I can fix it.
No.
There.
What are you gonna do? Oh no.
There's
You're not gonna,
Pookie.
what are you gonna get rid of it? Don't get rid of it.
Well, no, I put his cat shirt one up there with his
Oh,
musket.
that's with the shotgun.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Pookie.
that's not so intimidating.
No.
Yeah, but if I was dating your daughter and then you answered the door looking like that, it'd be like, all right. Probably already got a plot buried, ready for me to be buried in the backyard.
Right.
Pull my secrets. Shush.
Right? Oh my god, seriously, Pookie, if you ever procreate, especially if you have girls,
God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid.
I feel so bad.
We have a question in the mixer chat.
Oh, go on.
The Uranic Bubbles 99 asks, I was wondering if anyone knows if the CyberPower Extreme Gaming PC is a good PC. And I responded, I said, I don't know, man. I can't even make up a clever answer. I don't even know what that is.
CyberPower makes good PCs, but I would not be able to tell you the model, like off the top of my head of the model. I have to see the specs on it. If you want to, you can send a message to the page and it'll get forwarded to me and I'll hit you up.
Yeah, Uranic Bubbles 99. If you want to send a message to WTF, it's facebook.com /WTFNR. Send a message to the page and Pookie will answer your question.
Right.
To the best of his ability.
Right. Patrick Reagan from Facebook chat, where are you heading down? Because you say I'm heading down that way. Well, which way? And the team is spread out all over. So you really need
everywhere.
to be like more specific.
Yeah. What does down mean?
Right.
Other than south. I mean, where are you going to from where?
Exactly.
Unless you're in the north, sometimes they say down and they mean they're going north, but whatever. Still can't wrap my head around that shit.
But with the polls flipping like they are, that's really
you're
gonna
going
fuck
to
people
Killeen,
up.
Texas. Hey. All right.
Texas house?
I mean, maybe.
Meet in a public place.
Right? Yeah, that might be my stomping grounds. We don't know. Are you going to be a stalker?
Patrick, go to a bar, and then Minx will be at the same bar, and when you hear caw caw, that's her.
Then you'll know it's me. Yeah, just know I carry. So if you try to abduct me,
You're not the guy with a body bag and a gun and rope and shit in the back of your truck, are you?
My God, did Ice talk about that last night?
Yes, yeah, we did for a little bit.
Oh my fucking God. If that's not okay, so if for those of you who were not here with us last night for Sergeant's time, apparently there was a prostitution sting ring bust here in Bell County. And I say here because, again, that's where I'm at, right? I just totally blew my purse. Like, fuck my life. Whatever.
Just Bell County. Yeah.
Whatever.
Bell County's big.
It is. So, yeah, it's no fucking surprise. I'm in Texas. Fucking obviously, I'm in Texas.
Oh, my exes live in Texas.
But yeah, so there's a prostitution ring bust here in Bell County, and part of the people that were busted were four Fort Hood soldiers. One of which, when he came into the hotel room, had rope and duct tape on him, but then in his car had a pistol, a fucking body bag, and what was the other thing, Cause?
A gun. He had a gun in his car.
He like he had shit in his fucking car that was clearly like to get rid of a body.
Damn amateur, you always carry a lighter with you when you do that shit.
It might have been in his other car.
Right, but he had fucking intent, right, for murder. So not only is he going down for being involved in prostitution or like soliciting a prostitute, which is illegal in Texas. He is now going to get hammered for intent for murder. Because no one in their right mind is walking around with rope, a knife, a body bag, and a pistol.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, if you're going to drive around and have a baseball bat in your car, make sure you
Keep
have
a glove.
Make sure
Keep
you
a glove
have
in
a
there.
glove
Your
and
Lord
a
will thank
goddamn
you so
ball.
much for that shit.
Right? Yes. If you're going to have a bat, make sure you have a glove and a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but yeah, no, you done fucked up by having a goddamn body bag.
I don't understand that whole intent to murder because, I walk around all day with a chip on my shoulder. So, I mean, just saying.
I think,
but it's very, very, very circumstantial, and they would probably need to take his prints and do some investigations and match his prints up with some unsolved murders maybe in the area.
that's just it, though. I think,
It's hard to prove.
yeah. Oh, he's gonna be visiting his daughter. Won't be listening for caca. Hell yeah. I'll meet you for some coffee. But yeah, no. So yeah, no. Okay. So as far as like, what I mean by he's gonna get hammered for intent to commit murder, or like premeditated. What's there? I watch a lot of like Investigation Discovery. That's why I know. And like, and Mud Puppy even agreed.
Murder.
I do. Oh my god, I love murder. I love me some murder porn. Oh my
What
god.
What did Mud Puppy hook you up with some good series?
No, I love it. I don't need Mud Puppy to introduce me to any series. Trust me. Like,
okay.
Like I took almost a year off between like the army and then like starting a real job like as a civilian, and I literally binge watched Investigation Discovery
They've got some really, really,
year.
really good shows.
Deadly Women. I love it. Oh god. I was like, yes. Nothing but women serial killers.
Whenever I see you, I give you hugs, and I'm like scared.
I love it. No, so okay, so intent for murder. So basically, he went there with the intent to commit murder, right?
But do you know that?
It's very circumstantial.
He's got these circumstantial
Because he could be into murder play. Like, I'm gonna play like I'm gonna murder you, but I'm gonna do my thing. That's a fetish.
He's got the circumstantial evidence that suggests he went there to commit murder.
Okay.
Which, in court, that's all you really need. That's all the prosecution needs to make a case against you. Then it's up to the prosecution to convince the jury that that's exactly what your intent was. And to make them believe that that is, without a shadow of a doubt, that's what your intent was. Then it becomes a matter of the defense to say, no, it was just role play. See, that's on all the defense stuff. All the defense needs to do is cause any little bit of doubt, right?
Yeah.
That's all the defense needs to do is just plant some doubt. But all the prosecution needs to do is say that they just have to paint a picture that, no, this is exactly what he was going there to do.
Yeah. I mean, as far as murder charges go, that's reasonable doubt. It's not shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
So you don't have to meet all of the criteria. You just have to put that, could it be possible that this other thing happened, or this was the other intent?
Yep. Ah, Ice is here. Hello, Ice. Yes, we're talking about murder.
Hello, Ice.
Scott Peterson was convicted on circumstantial evidence. Yeah, it was a big mountain of circumstantial evidence too. Illinois.
Maybe he wants to do it in a body bag. If he wanted to do it in a body bag, why did he leave it in the car, though?
I mean, dude, have you ever tried to have sex in a fucking sleeping bag?
Yeah, it's not
I was
possible.
about to say that.
It's
and
not
it is
possible
very hard.
at all. No. But that's exactly what got my that's one of the questions that got my friend off of his court martial. He actually spent like 30 grand on a civilian lawyer. So like, again, he was active duty, right? He spent 30 grand on a civilian lawyer to defend him, who has an amazing track record. And one of the questions that the civilian lawyer really focused on was the fact that I'm not even going to say it, that this chick admitted that she still had her socks on, that she did not have her socks on the next morning. And he's like, why weren't your socks on? Or why were your socks off? And she's like, I don't know. He must have taken them off. And he then turned to the jury and he is like, a true rapist would not give a shit about socks. So why would he bother to take her socks off? So again, why would someone fuck in a body bag? So you gotta be smart. You gotta
Picture Joe Pesci out
There
there.
you
Two youths got in a body bag.
You gotta ask these questions.
I don't know. I go to sleep some nights with my socks on and wake up with my socks off, but I think it's just because I kick them off.
Right? No, I can't fucking do it. But yeah, no, she admitted that, she fucking he took her socks off. Which, if you're getting down and dirty, if you're about, getting ready to consensually have sex with somebody and you're getting naked, you're taking everything off.
Well, now they have that the consent app.
Oh, that's right. They do, don't they?
What?
Yeah. Like
What is this thing?
It's a consent app to like consensually there's an app now where it's basically almost it's to prevent false claims of sexual assault.
So what do? You touch phones together and then you have assault claims against your phones and shit?
It's pretty much like almost like a contract stating, I am consenting to have sex with, this person, and like I guess you type in your name and then, yes, I agree, and fucking send.
So we're at that point in technology right now where we have to have this shit go down, but people still can't figure out how to throw a rubber on a willy.
Dude, I don't know. Again, and we're at this point in time, where lawmakers are like, we need to pass a law to where Tide has to change how they package their detergent pods because it looks like fucking candy, and adults who should know how to do fucking laundry won't be tempted to fucking
I saw that
eat.
post on Twitter.
Oh,
yes.
And I responded. I'm like, well, the Gain ones are green and they look like they're very, very minty. And then there's like shaving pods that came out. I'm like, wow.
I was about to say that. The shaving pods. Boom.
It looks like they taste like vanilla or tapioca.
Oh my god.
Tapioca.
They're shaving pods?
Yeah, it's like it's just like it's just it's about half the size of what a Tide Pod is, but it's shaving cream for men.
Oh, that's weird.
Or women. I guess women can use it.
Yeah. It's to save the environment because you're not throwing out nasty aluminum cans and shit.
Aluminum and all the CFCs that are in the can.
I mean, I guess.
It's going to save the world.
One can at a time.
Blisters.
When you say shaving cream, I freak out, but whatever.
Well, look at you.
Right, your fucking beard, man. Oh my god. Okay, so speaking of like facial hair, so I went and I got my my eyebrows waxed today. which is why there are now 2 of them on my face instead of just 1.
4 or 4?
Okay.
No, it was getting a little scary. Like they were bridging the gap between them. They were like, "Oh, holding hands, no!" So I had to, separate them. But I was like, "Oh, look, there's 2 again." But the guy who did it, and it was a man this time, and he was of Asian descent. I don't know which country, but
hello.
Yeah, right. But definitely, hello.
Korean.
He was not very gentle, and like I'm kind of a masochist, and when like whatever. Oh,
Bless you.
Bless you.
And so I like a little bit of pain here and there, but and even then I was like, oh, like are you gonna buy me a drink first? Like what the fuck's going on? Or,
What did he have? Like his knee on your chest, and he's like,
no, he applied the wax, and then there was no like normally what the ladies will do is like they'll apply the wax and they'll put the little strip down there, and then they'll lightly stroke it for a little bit, and you're like, oh, this is nice, and they'll rip it off, and then they'll stroke it again, and they're like, all right, this is nice.
Oh yeah.
Right. So they're like, so they'll do some pain, but then it's like immediate aftercare. And you're like, yes, this is how it's supposed to be, right? Anyone who's in like the BDSM community knows that aftercare is like a big deal, right? It's almost as important. It's actually more important than the actual scene itself, right?
they're
Because
supposed to like hug you and stuff after they rip your eyebrows off.
yeah, well, I wouldn't not eyebrows, but like after the actual scene of like beating you or like whipping you or just like degrading your body, like yeah, there aftercare is like a big deal, to like bring you back out to being like, what, you really are a person.
You're not really a slave.
Exactly. So, but this guy, he just fucking slathered it on there and was like, oh god, my whole eyebrow's gonna be missing, right? So I was a little concerned. I was like, are you qualified for this? And then he like threw the paper down there and he was like, and I was like, like there's no aftercare. It's like, oh god. But again, I'm a little bit of a masochist. So I'm like, oh, this is all right. This is the game we're playing. Okay, like game on. So then he did it to the other side. And he was like, oh yeah, all right. And then he was like, oh, you want to do your lip too? And I was like, god damn it, fine, yes.
Thanks for fucking noticing,
Right?
dickhead.
Yeah. So I was like, damn it, right? Because again, pale, like super pale skin, dark hair. Yes, fine. Do that. Fine, whatever. So he fucking rips it off my upper lip, and I'm like, oh. Like, I'm a sucker for pain. And he's fucking, so he did that. And then he was like, you want a bikini wax? I'm like, no. No.
You should really.
Brazilian.
I was like,
you should really.
Brazilian?
Brazilian. Dave Brazilian.
He's Asian, so he'd have to say Brazilian.
Brazilian.
No. Okay, so one, no, because the lady who does that she would think I'm cheating on her. So no. 2, I just had that done literally 2 weeks ago. It's not time for that shit yet. 3, I need a gentle hand for that shit. It hurts down there.
I was about to say, you should really, like, with your eyebrows, you should really look into threading because it's so much better.
Meh.
She says meh. That's what I do.
You thread your eyebrows?
What? No.
You totally do.
Actually, no, I don't have eyebrows because like half of one eyebrow was like split open at one point in Iraq. So I'm missing half an eyebrow.
Apparently, Abe, they ripped half my ball off once. Oh, goodness.
Wait. He's getting his balls waxed?
You got your balls waxed?
Shots for Abe's ball.
Oh, right? Cheers, man.
Like, I would never picture putting wax on my nutsack ever.
Dude, if you think about it, I really hope no kids are listening right now.
This is a mature.
Right? No, but if you
did you play the disclaimer?
Well, I mean half of it from that.
there you go.
The
baby
intro
eyes.
video, that the expert action badge video that Ice put on.
There you go.
So
We're
there's
covered.
half the disclaimer, but yeah, okay. So the adult film instructional videos, right? So do you like? I always wonder how scrotums in there get so smooth, and
See, I had a friend of mine in basic. He was from Germany.
Did they narrow that
But
shit?
see, exactly.
Well,
Do they narrate? Because obviously
well-
they don't fucking shave it, because you'd see fucking razor bumps, right? And so
What?
I'm thinking, do they fucking nair it, or do they get that shit waxed on the
They
scrotum?
got a special nair specifically for that region, apparently in Europe.
Sack nair?
Yes, that's what my buddy told me. He's like, "Don't use nair, you use the shit." I was like, "Why are you telling me this shit?" But I mean, he was German, so he's just whatever. But they have a special shit that goes up on there, and it's calmer than the regular nair, and it don't burn your nuts. So that's how they do it.
Oh. But yeah, no, like scrotum, they look so smooth, and I'm like, especially when they get like right up in there, and they're like, oh, that's his butthole.
Yeah, but then your sack looks like fucking elbow skin.
That's true. That's right. It looks like that.
That's what Botox is for.
Yeah, look at that elbow skin. Mm-mm.
I don't know. Like
Looking
honestly,
like a
in my
scrotum.
opinion, I'm a man. I'm supposed to have hair, but that's just my opinion on this shit.
So is that picture from when you did a guest appearance on like Duck Dynasty?
No.
You-
That, like I said, I was hiking the Shenandoah Mountains, and I had someone taking pictures of me. And I didn't realize it. I turned around, and bam, they just got me shocked at that moment.
It's like, dude, I'm peeing here. Come on.
Ooh, Abe waxed it. Ooh, Abe, what was it like waxing your scrotum?
Well,
I have so many questions now.
That's so much skin to be like pulled and tugged. And
I was gonna say
yanked.
exactly, because when you wax it, right? So even when you wax, like, the vagina, right? Okay, well, not really the vagina, the vulva, right? Because again, you're not waxing it inside, but so the outside, right? So you have to like pull the skin tight, and so do you have to like sit there and hold your fucking scrotum and pull it tight so that way they can fucking apply the wax and then rip it off? Like,
No,
I have
I
questions.
would picture just dipping your nuts in some ice water to make them, kind of tight.
Like, I have a question. Ooh, again. Oh, another question.
I was hammered, he said.
I was hammered.
Oh, how do you get hammered and then walk into a waxing salon and be like, "I want my
It's
nuts
like you
waxed"?
get drunk and you want a tattoo. I mean,
Right?
he
I
got
mean-
drunk and he wanted to get his balls
All
waxed.
right. No. Okay. So, so then that kind of answers my second question, which is, you then did not have any sort of lidocaine cream on your scrotum before you got your scrotum waxed. All right. So there goes that question. Would you do it again?
These are good questions.
I do. I have questions. Abe, I have so many questions.
He's a man who enjoys pain right there.
Right? Abe, are you a masochist too?
Oh, he'd do it again.
Oh, you do it again? Did you like it, or did your special lady friend? Like, obviously I have not Facebook stalked you, so I don't know if you have a special lady friend or if you have a special man friend. Right? Again, 2018, equal opportunity. Yep. So, there's
No
that.
judgment zone.
I don't know what nope means.
He said nope.
Nope, as in he doesn't have a significant other.
So you would do it just for yourself and not for your significant other?
Yep, masochism.
Well, he might be on the market. I don't know.
So, all right. So if you, because I know for like lady waxes, right? We can get the front waxed and we can also choose to get the backside waxed as well. Would you get the back door waxed also?
Is that's the taint going up to the butthole?
Oh, comments are late. Not again. Yes, it hurt. Oh, well, shit.
Women get butthole hair?
Abe's got a dead peacock on the top of his Christmas tree.
What's the what?
Yeah, women get butthole hair. Dude, do you
I
not
did
know
not
this?
know this.
Yeah.
I thought that was like non-existent.
No. No, not at all.
God damn, the more
Right?
you know, shit.
Right? Ta-da! Where's that breaking news like sound bite? Right? Breaking news. Women get hair around their buttholes.
Holy shit.
It's true. We do. In case anybody was wondering, it does happen.
So y'all experience dingleberries every now and then.
No. I can honestly say I have never had one.
Nor have I.
But
Okay.
apparently you have, Pookie. Ew,
I've been in a field for 30 days without a shower, so I mean shit happens sometimes.
that's disgusting. Ew, wipe better. Come on, man. This
Shit.
I always brought wipes with me.
The baby wipes don't work sometimes.
It's disgusting. Gross. I mean, my dogs had dingleberries. Does that count? Like, not my dog right now, but like one of my dogs growing up.
Okay, whatever. I guess whatever.
And even WTF Nation Gaming is chiming in.
Right? Ha, you know better, Pookie.
Hello.
Right? Ugh. We have a gaming page. That's right.
Yeah, we do.
I haven't seen him in a little bit because I think KJ is doing bartending school.
He is. Let's see. What am I drinking? I'm drinking Shiner Bock. It's a Texas beer. And it's amazing.
It is good.
I wish I could get that where I live, but I got Yingling, so fuck y'all.
Dude, seriously, I'm so upset that does not come out here to Texas. I'm so upset. But again, I get Shiner, so I'm over it.
Yeah, Shiner's like probably better than Yingling, but whatever.
Oh my god! And seriously, like I just tried this last holiday season, the Shiner the holiday cheer. Oh my fucking god! It was like pecan pie in a bottle.
Oh, nice.
That would be dangerous.
It was so good.
Dangerous, but good.
Oh, I was like, where have you been all my life?
And you're only seasonal. Fuck you.
Right? Yes, exactly. I was like, damn it.
Well, you don't want to get just used to it. Then bored.
True.
I don't know. There's a beer company in my area. It's called Terrapin, and god damn, they make this like oatmeal chocolate stout, and it's like silk.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
So delicious. And you could drink a it's like 13%. It's like a very high alcohol. Yeah, and there's a 6-pack. You could drink a 6-pack and just like be gone. You don't even know what you're doing at that point.
That's amazing. So tonight actually, the most recent 50 Shades movie comes out, right? or today it came out.
Like 50 more shades?
No, 50 Shades Freed, I think.
50 other shades.
Right, yeah, 50 more shades. But yeah, Siren and I are going to go see it tomorrow. I'm kind of excited. Mostly because he's really nice to look at. And he's Irish.
And he's rich.
Well, no, I'm not even just, I'm not talking about like him as a character. I'm talking about like him as a person. Like, and he's happily married, which sucks because like I can't work with that. Like unhappily married, like I can work with, but he's happily married, so I'm a terrible
You have
person.
standards.
Yeah.
You find it more of a challenge with the unhappily married people than just a regular single person?
I'm a terrible person. No, but no, he's Irish and he's just so I'm such a sucker for the Celts. Oh my god. And like every so often, like in the movies, like you can kind of hear his like Irish draw come out and you're like, oh god, yes, give it to me. When I went to Ireland,
Bangers and mash.
I was in heaven when I went to Ireland. I was like, oh my god, they're everywhere.
Everyone talks like this. Even the ugly people are cute.
I was like, I was in heaven.
I'm telling you, that's where I'm going. The first overseas place that I go as a civilian is going to be Ireland.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
I think we need to get Xander on the air.
Why?
He's from Scotland.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, no, I'd fall in love. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We have fans from all around the globe.
That's true. We
It's
do.
so cool.
We fucking do. No, oh my god. But seriously, like the Irish and Scottish, like Gerard Butler. Oh my god, my giddy heart.
I'm gonna like hit up my a friend from Iceland and get him to hit you up.
Oh my god, is he a total like Viking?
A Scandinavian.
Dude is like 6'4" and solid muscle. So yeah, you can have fun with that.
Uh-oh.
Oh my giddy heart. Oh my god.
Did I get you excited a little?
Pookie.
Pookie the matchmaker.
Oh my goodness. How do you know him?
I met him via international exchanges, I guess.
Interesting.
He's a cool guy. Speaks perfect English. You wouldn't even know he's Icelandic.
She's thinking about. She's making notes.
Maybe.
I'm gonna get a private message here in about 30 minutes. Bing.
She's clearing her calendar is what she's doing.
Oh my god.
Fuck the pizza, fuck the beer. I want to talk to this Viking dude.
No, I'm hungry again.
Oh.
No, but now I am thinking about like just this huge Viking guy. And now I'm like, yes. Go on. So
I'm watching.
bad.
I'm binge watching this series on Netflix called The 100.
Oh, is it good?
It is good. It is good. It is very good. It starts off pretty mundane, and there's just the storyline proceeds, and then right at either the end of season 2 or the beginning of season 3, there's like all of a sudden you see two females kissing. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then later on, there's like two dudes kissing, and I guess just to balance it out.
Right.
It's really good. But the reason I mentioned that is there's a guy in there. His name is King Rowan, and he's just like fucking chiseled up and down. And I'm like, that's the guy that I picture Minx with.
Total meathead. I don't know. We'll see.
Although my boy's an engineer, so I mean he's not a meathead. He's smart, so.
Good. No, Abe, where are you guys from? I'm from California, but I live in Texas. So I've adopted Texas. I actually need to, it's actually something I really need to do is I actually need to become like an actual Texas resident. I've only lived here for 2 years, so, you know.
Yeah, it's about time.
I should probably do that.
Applied for that shit?
Huh?
Is there an application for that?
I mean, like literally, there's a DMV like right down the street from my house.
Oh, okay. I get what
Do you
you're
still
saying.
have like an Arizona driver's license?
I do.
That is so illegal. Oh my god.
It expires.
It's like 30 days.
I don't know. I'm riding dirty.
Riding dirty.
My fucking driver's license expires in 2051.
Yeah, those things are for life, ain't they?
Almost. For Arizona, yeah. It's ridiculous.
Mine expires like in 20. I mean, they're good for like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, no, Arizona, they're good for literally 50 years.
So if you get a driver's license at the age of 70.
Yeah, you're good for the rest of your life.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah, my homeboy showed that he was from Arizona. He's like, check my license out. And I was like, I looked at it. I was like, your expiration date says like 2040 something.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
People don't fucking believe me. Like when I show it to people, they're like, this expires in 2051. I'm like, and? Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's Arizona. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I do need to get Texas residency, especially because shut up, Joe. Especially because fucker. Because apparently I'm getting jury duty summons in Arizona. And the people I used to live with, my grandparents, they're like, she doesn't live here anymore. And you're like, oh, okay. Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It is that time.
Not already.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. So all right. So before we get started with housekeeping, there was a change in our guest lineup. So the guest that we had on the 20th canceled.
What?
Yeah.
Who was that?
I don't know. Some punk ass bitches who were getting offended because of our fucking opening skit about lieutenants being referred to as babies.
Sucks to suck.
But they are.
They're like the fucking privates.
Right? fucking lieutenants know that they're fucking babies. But yeah, no, this fucking one of them it's gonna be 2 guests, and one of them I guess was a lieutenant, and they were like, can you not do your normal intro? And I was like, who the fuck are you guys?
Like, okay.
You're not my fucking supervisor.
Right, exactly. You're not my coal mine supervisor.
Let's bust on some like E1s real quick. Boom. That's acceptable, but you know, busting out the water bar who can't read a map, that's a different scenario. I got you. All right.
Right. God is.
Respect my authority.
Thanks, Cartman.
Right. Yeah. So then when I got the news that Mom was like, yeah, sorry, guest on the 20th, they canceled. I was like, all right, good.
Fucking
like,
motherfuckers. All right, Cupcake. We'll see you on the flip side.
Right? Bye, Felicia. Whatever. They were like, we don't want to start. They were like, can Minx not start with her normal intro because we don't want the show to start off on the wrong foot. especially since one of the speakers or one of the people coming on is a lieutenant. I'm like, but lieutenants make fun of themselves for being fucking lieutenants. So suck a dick. I don't know what to tell you. No, I'm not changing my fucking intro. Fuckers. So, we have a show 6 nights a week. Maybe coming up with 7 nights. We shall see. But definitely 6. So tonight is Friday Night Freedom with myself, Minx, and down there is Pookie. Tomorrow is Saturday Night Savagery with Jay Reddy and Pookie. And tomorrow night they're going to have Kaz on as well.
Yep.
Sunday is the Green Room, which is our 420 friendly show. And that is with Jason and Charlie. Monday is the Monday edition with Ice and Flash. Sorry. Tuesday is Tied Up Tuesday with myself, Minx, and Great Cloud. And Wednesday is open right now. But again, that might be changing here soon. And then we also have on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Jose's Taco Truck. And that is our afternoon shows. And that is with KJ. And our afternoon shows start at noon Eastern Time. And all of our evening shows start at 2000 Eastern Time, also known as 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, and we also have the Veterans Report. We are simulcasting with them on Saturday afternoons at 1600.
Yes, that is also very, very true. So make sure to check them out as well. So our next guest is next Tuesday, and that is Carl Forsling from Task and Purpose. So Carl Forsling is a senior columnist from Task and Purpose. I know how to read. He is a Marine MV-22 Bravo pilot and former CH-46 Echo pilot who retired from the military after 20 years of service.
Did you say MV-22?
MV-22.
Out fucking standing.
What is that?
That is the Marine Corps tilt rotor. The MV is for the Marine Corps. The CV is for the Air Force.
So is that like the Osprey?
The Osprey.
It's the Osprey. I'm an engineer on that program.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Way back in the fucking R&D days. Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know. It's just a bunch of letters and numbers to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like if I see CV-72 for like a Navy ship, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it's like the USS Kennedy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever the fucking boat is, that
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
And then on Friday, the 23rd of February, we have Scott Morrison from Operation Supply Drop. And then on 24 February, which is a Saturday, we have Gina Ruggiero from Creative Drill Sergeants. So that takes us to the absolute end of February as far as guests are concerned. So that wraps up Friday Night Freedom. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we hope you have an amazing weekend. And
it's great hanging around with friends, man. It really is.
Yeah. It was a good time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you here tomorrow night for Saturday Night Savagery. Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody. Shots.
Shots. Take care, you guys.
Noon. Gotta get it together, I gotta stay in tune. Same time's against me, but I hate to rush. Gotta keep it between the lines until I hit the dust. shit together. I gotta buy some time. The key to freedom lies across the state line. It's a daily ritual, this game I play. In the life of a shadow man with a debt to pay. Hit the gravel with my hand on the radio. Here I am again, driving on the road to nowhere. Vision's dry. I'm looking at the world again through bloodshot eyes. It's a daily ritual, this game I play. In the life of a shadow man with a debt to pay. Hit the gravel with my hand on the radio. Here I am again. Just like this life that I lead, it might not take me anywhere. But I was born to travel along this lonely road to nowhere. Like this life that I lead, it might not take